Hey y'all, I'm back. I wasn't long. Listen, can y'all hear me? Sure my volume's still good. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm hungry as a runaway slave. No disrespect intended to actual runaway slaves. Um, I had to reheat my plate real quick. Y'all, I gotta ask some questions. Y'all, listen, I just did, for those of y'all who weren't there, I just did Black Man Unfiltered Talk That Talk Tuesday. Y'all, I have I have that no. Yeah, that was the second most entertaining live stream I have seen this year. Put it like that. Y'all, I was so entertained. Ain't gonna lie. And we didn't really get away from the topic, but it took a turn which prompted me to have some questions. So that is why I jumped on, because maybe y'all can help me out. But y'all excuse me while I eat in the middle of this. I apologize for my hungry. We're gonna have Twilight dinner and chat. Who we got in the house? We got V-Beam, as always. Appreciate your support. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all hit the cash out. So, we got Dwayne. What's going on, Dwayne? Dwayne, you was over there, so you saw what was going on. Hey Blaze, I told you I was coming. I told you I was coming with the after dark with the wrap up show, sir. Cause it went down. It went all the way down. What's going on, Alexander? Um, fried cabbage, fried cabbage, and a pork steak. So okay, quick rundown as to why I'm eating. I got off work at 6:30. I knew the stream started at 9:30, but I had to be on at like 9, you know what I'm saying, 9:15 for, you know what I'm saying, for pre-sound check and all of that. So in the course of from 6:30 to 9:15, I had to do my homework. I had to press my shirt and fix me something to eat. So by the time I did all of that, and by the time I got to 9:15, I got maybe 3 bites off my plate. So I'm hungry because prior to me getting off from work, I had a half a sandwich and some chips. Pita chips, not potato chips. So yeah, sis was hungry. Listen, Blaze, 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 yo, because I was in the back chat like, Trey, please shut up. Please don't piss this man off. That is not what you want. Like, nigga, you don't do it. He kept right on talking. He kept right on talking. Yo, I was in the back chat like, oh shit. Listen, okay. So Blaze, you a man, cause you see at the end, I was like, you're saying, damn, how I get on that level? Like you have a straight up, you know what I'm saying, like verbal 12 round fucking Apollo Creed and Rocky Balboa. Shout out to rest in peace to Carl Weathers. That thing hurt my heart, y'all. That hurt my heart, y'all. I was like, damn, not Apollo. Oh, dude, like that, not Action Jackson. Whoo! Y'all been watching that all weekend. Y'all know I love the Action Jackson. But anyway, I was like, how y'all do that? Like y'all had like a whole for real 12 bout Apollo Creed Rocky Balboa fight, and then he was like, you know what? I ain't even man no more. Like shit, I want to do that. Cause I mean, I be on that type of time, but it just see like the other folk. Like we talked about that last night on the knowing how to argue stream. Anybody who ain't watched it, y'all go check that out. Like I say, I take my little 15, 20 minutes and I'll be good. But it be the other motherfucker be 2 hours, 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 fucking months, and they still be mad. I'll be confused. You say they had to get that out. Okay. I mean, yeah, it's a little tasty. I got skills. It's banging. I ain't gonna lie. It's banging. It's banging. Only thing I need was some yams. I had time for all that though. I might do that tomorrow. Cause I made a big pot of cabbage. So I love cabbage. That's one of my favorites. So yeah, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. No, Thursday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Tomorrow's my eat out day. So I'm going to the Mexican restaurant and get me some tacos. But yeah, I was like, shit. I want to be able to do that. I can do it with select few folk, but like I need that to be like the norm. Like folks seem to be like damn scarred for life and shit. If I cuss their ass out, I'd be confused. So yeah, we over that shit in the course of an hour and a half. I was like, shit, I'm impressed. But that's how we wired up. But this is the thing though, I got men that's still mad at me for some shit I said 2 years ago. That's why I was like, shit, nigga, what's the blueprint? Shit. I'm trying to figure out what the hell going on. Like I said, I got 2 female friends I can do that shit with. I was like, bitch. And then 30 minutes later we good. We laughing about some shit. But shit, I got some male associates there. I mean, this nigga still feeling some type of way about some shit I said in 2018. It's fucking 24. Bringing that shit up, getting all swollen in the damn chest. I was just trying to get the damn blueprint. For real, for real. You know what I do want to know, because you know I'm fired up. I got the video ready, Blaze. You know I got it ready. Where's Skinny at? So he's the bang one asking. Listen. I'm finna fire that shit up. But what I want to know is, we got that's what I'm saying, Blaze. Like we'll be having a conversation or something. And they just fucking triggering and be. I mean, man, you remember when you said da. Yeah. Yeah, we're funny then and funny now. I done that. Be dead off in the middle of an argument and say some shit, start laughing. I'm like, damn, that was good. I've done that. I find humor everywhere. I'm just gonna be honest. I do. I find humor everywhere. But yeah, listen. They did. So this is what I want to know. Cause I don't know Trey like that. But I know TJ like that. And if he mean what he was saying, he's still mad. You can't be. You ain't got no choice. If you were serious about what you were saying, you still got to be pissed and just be like, you know what? Fuck it. But like you still got to be like, you know, okay, this motherfucker really? Like, yeah. Guarantee if I was a fly on the damn wall, yeah. You probably know, hey, this motherfucker. Like, the fuck? Yeah. And then it was when he called him a motherfucker. I remember that he really don't know it because that's his favorite. He would call you a motherfucker quick. And it's like Trey Young on it. Then part of me, you know, the petty part of me was like, let me see how far this shit goes. Take me off camera. Take me off camera in case I got to start laughing. Like, for real, for real. But I mean, they did. Like, I understood what Trey was saying about, you know what I'm saying, strive, you know, work a little bit harder, strive for more. I was all for that. But it's people out here working 65, 70 hours a week and making $50,000. It happens. Everybody can't be making, you're saying 110, 150, 200. If that was the case, then that would be average. We would just be moving the goalposts. Everybody can't be exceptional. Everybody can't be above. That's why it's rare. But I mean, again, to just say they flat out ain't shit, because that's how I took it. What you say, Blaze? Life can be unpredictable and anything can happen at any given moment. Yes, there's always time to focus and get serious, but you have to have some longevity and okay. See, I was trying to point that out to somebody and they wasn't trying to hear me because they was on the I wasted a lot of time, so now I got to try to make up for lost time. And I'm like, I mean, you can to an extent, but at the same time, what the fuck are you working for? Like, you gotta be what good is you know what I'm saying, trying to make up time and then you shorten your time. You damn dead at 72 because of some shit happening in your 30s. So yeah, I I I I like to have fun. I don't even want to call it fun, enjoyment. Because again, I find humor in everything. I'm gonna find some enjoyment in everything. And just because you go to damn Barbados don't mean you got to spend thousands of damn dollars. It's all in how you do shit. I know how to do shit. Got enough practice. But you move broke, you can figure some shit out. From work while I was broke, work when I got the bag. Until what y'all call that shit. Trying to give folks a few more minutes before I fire up this good video. Cause saying, when I tell you I'm gonna play this shit like I played Real Bravado that with Deacon Rush, Pastor Rush, the disobedient, where I tell you I played that shit for about 4 days. I played that for about 4 days. So yeah, something with them watch hours. Yeah, I'm gonna play this because that shit was good to me. Cause it was just so unexpected. It was, but it got me to thinking. But you know what? Hold up. I got questions. We're gonna get to that the high second. Let me get straight. What you say, V? What you say, Blaze? Hold up. What you say? Yeah, because you have to adjust the cost of living. Yeah. North Carolina money is not Atlanta money. Charlotte money ain't Atlanta money. Charlotte money ain't St. Louis money. What you say, Blaze? You can't be serious 24/7, 365 until the day you leave this earth. You got to have some fun, smile, laugh, love, etc. Because life is temporary and death is forever. That shit right there, Blaze. That's what I was trying to explain to some folks. But they got that tunnel vision. I'm noticing that with a lot of black men these days. Y'all got tunnel vision, and it ain't always that tunnel vision ain't always the best vision. Sometimes y'all have that tunnel vision and y'all be stuck on shit that is gonna hurt you. Yeah, y'all share the like, share, subscribe, get the cash out if you feel it. Yeah. Sometimes y'all tunnel vision be on unhealthy shit. And then when folks try to point it out, they get tagged as being unsupportive and hating and all that kind of shit. And then end up being right, and then you got to kind of circle back and shit be fucked up by the end. Yeah, that's the cash out. You know what I'm saying? Join the chat. Y'all come on in. Come on in. But yeah, child, shit took a bit of a turn. But y'all don't Now y'all can watch me laugh because I swear I was entertained like a motherfucker. That's our word for the day, motherfucker. What Bernie Mac said? It's a noun. Describes a person, place, or thing. You say buddies don't ever take your eyes off the end game, but you need to make room for other things to trust. I speak from experience. Yes. I do too. If I be trying to tell people, like, listen, me and V used to work together, right? This is where we met. Yo, it wasn't shit for us to be sitting up in that bitch clocking 75 or 80 hours in a week. Like, we talking duffel bag with change of clothes in the damn trunk, washing in the damn workout in the damn gym shower. Like, we was getting that damn paper. Shout out to Milo's. Y'all want to send me some tea? Feel free. That shit like crack, y'all. Yeah, but I mean, like, we was getting it, and then I think back on that, like, that was time I could have been doing some other stuff with, but that money was good though, because when I got around to spending that shit, honey. But listen, you gotta have some fun. You got to. Because I mean, otherwise, what is life about? Like, it was like what you're saying, lost in translation, like what Lost in Translation was saying. Like, you just want to come here and work and die? That ain't cool. Yeah, listen, that overtime with the $50 hour gift cost was everything. Man, y'all, I ain't even worked there no more. Was still spending them shits. Like, for real. You say, Blaze, we definitely need blue collar workers, especially teaching society with all the peace. They would. And my thing is, it would be different if, you know what I'm saying, Trey came from money and that really was all he knew and all he saw, but hell, he didn't. So he should understand more than anybody. But look, I can't be up on here with y'all all night. Because I got to work, and then I got a job interview, and then I might take the rest of the day after this interview. But I don't know yet. But we're going to get to this video. Because, shit, we're going to get to this video. That's all y'all need from me. I think the money is as important as your understanding of money. Because again, you can have $1 million and have a $2 mindset, and then in 6 months $1 million is gone. So what have you really done? Or you can start out with 2 people coming together and you got 200,000, and then you have a plan and you work it, and then 5 years later you might have $10 million. So I mean, see, he ain't about coming together doing no work, y'all. Having basic common sense and finding somebody who is of like mind that has a plan that you can get with, and y'all do what y'all need to do. Because everybody's not gonna find a millionaire, that's gonna, deal with them exclusively the way that women want me. Yeah, we might have to be with them. We might have to get back into it. I mean, tomorrow. You gotta figure out how to get it for yourself. Find somebody who's trying to get it, and y'all come together and work the plan.
You know what? That's amazing, because I'm looking at 2 different situations from 2 different systems and getting 2 different outcomes. I'm hearing the fellas saying, use your youth to find your man as quickly as you can. But I'm also hearing the women say, hey, make sure that you're able to provide something to this man of value. My question is which one is right?
Both of them are right. Both of them. There's more than one way to get that. There's more than one way to skin a cat. That's why I didn't argue. I didn't argue with what Trey said, because it's not untrue. But listen, I was one of those guys who was at 25. I was an engineer at 24, and I had my future ahead of me, right? And my wife recognized that. She didn't have to choose me. I wasn't at the finish line, but she didn't shit on me because I wasn't rich already. So if a woman is being geared to do that, that's fine. And But there's probably more guys like me than those guys at the finish line. You're trying to have your woman, your daughter, fine. But if she's looking for it, maybe she'll be lucky. Maybe she'll be blessed. But there's more people who make it up from a starting point than who is already at the finish line. Because my wife's life has been bliss because of my stupid ass, you know? And I wasn't rich when she met me, you know? So.
Okay, let me stop and get into that real quick. Okay, so, yeah, I'm sorry. Damn, that's good. Trey was saying that he is advising his daughter to not find a husband based on potential. He needs to already have his shit together when she meet him. Because he don't want her to be in a situation where, you know what I'm saying, she get with him, he in starter mode, and then, you know what I'm saying, by the time he get to, you know what I'm saying, where he's going, all her youth is gone. I say, because I mean, this is how the shit worked back in the day. This is how it worked for my grandparents. This is how it worked for their damn parents. And shit, I don't know about nobody, but my grandma had money every fucking well. My granddaddy had money he fucking forgot about. So, I mean, and when they got together, they was like 14 and 11. So, I mean, it literally started from the bottom, now we here. So, I mean, if you are looking at marrying anybody, why would you marry somebody who ain't got no plan to get their shit together, no ability to get to where it is you're trying to go? Why would you even be entertaining any of that? So, I mean, you out here, you on the hunt for, you know what I'm saying, this man that's already at the finish line. That sounds like you're gonna run up your body count to me. Cause again, you in college, because this is what they talk about college. You in college, and this dude, you know what I'm saying, who, you know what I'm saying, made it and got what you need. He in his best case scenario, late 30s, early 40s. Real scenario, mid 40s, early 50s. He ain't really looking to be marrying nobody. He looking to get some cooch. So you do that 5 or 6 times in the same circle. You running up your body count, and now you still wasted your youth, and what the fuck did you get for it? Versus you getting with somebody, you know what I'm saying, you see, they've told you what their plan is, and you see them working the plan, and you see the fruits of their labor, and you know, like, damn, you know, if I continue to, you know, to pour into this, we gonna be right. Because I mean, hell, it all, to me, it all seems like a learning curve. You know what I'm saying? He getting himself together. This is your learning. This is your time to get your shit together as the wife. So once y'all make it and get to the pinnacle, y'all can stay there. Because I done seen a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, get to the pinnacle and then be right back down at the damn bottom where they started from. Did y'all see Rocky 5? Shit, since we talk about Carl Weathers, hell, did y'all see Rocky 5? I saw that shit twice. I don't watch Rocky 5. I skip over that because that shit was depressing. Could see Rock back in the hood. You know what I'm saying? When he was playing stickball with them kids and shit. When he carried, you know, when he got married in Rocky 2 and carried Adrian all around the fucking neighborhood. I ain't want to see Rock back over there, so y'all don't watch that. I don't watch that bullshit. So again, you just as fast as you get it, you can lose it. And then hell, if you was there, you know what I'm saying, in the grind process, you gonna value it a little bit more. Cause they did what these dudes be complaining about, you know what I'm saying? They get with these ditzy, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, got the look ass chicks, and they don't have no concept of working and what stuff, you know what I'm saying, come from, and no concept of money and all that kind of shit, and just be wasting money. Don't they be crying about that bullshit? So I mean, it got to be some. You got to show your worth. So you need to be somewhere in the building process as a woman. If you want to stay in power. Saw that shit in another movie. What's that? Roses are for the rich. She was like, bitch, what count is stay in power. And I was here when this nigga didn't have shit. Matter of fact, my contacts got him on. So yeah, no, I got stay in power. You be in and out. I still be. So yeah, you. So I mean, he had a little bit of a point, but I mean, he was just it was to the extreme. You're not gonna be 20, 21 years old, and because you in college now, you got access to all these made ass men. They're not hanging around on the damn college campus. The folks on the college campus, folks trying to get it like you. But I'm gonna leave that alone. What you say? I get where Trey's coming from. Yeah. For him, it's like if the man hasn't already passed the finish line, then at the minimum he has to have a practical plan that he's heading in that direction. Yeah. So my thing is, folks can tell you anything. What are you showing me? I don't. Yeah. No. What's up? So that's what I'm saying. You got to show and prove. So yeah. I was scratching my head for a little while. What do you say, Blaze? But also have women who want the finish line and polished product and aren't interested in the assembly phase. This is what I'm saying. You got to have some staying power. You have to put some kind of investment in, and that's the thing. People out here wanting to get married and get synced up and don't want to have to invest shit, and that ain't how this works. That ain't how that works. You got to invest. You got to be realistic. Since you know what I'm saying, folks was mad at Killer Mike because they said he didn't have to be as brutal in his reality to the kids. It was all fucked up in my opinion. But anyway, you got to invest something. Everything can't be sunk costs. For you folks with business background, you know what I'm talking about. Everything can't be a sunk cost. You can't live your life like that. But this is what people trying to do, and this is why they be having problems. I don't, so I guess that's why folks be making me cry and shit, because I be trying to, yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna hit play. If that's where we are with this.
Oh, she don't have wrinkles on her head because of that shit. So anyway, so there's more than one way to skin a cat. I'm not trying to say one form or the other. You need to be some both. Maybe one daughter might find a guy to finish line, and another one builds with the other guy.
Hey, Loss, this boils down to risk tolerance. At how much risk is a woman willing to take? If she's going to wait around, she's going to take risks. When I decided to invest in the IPO Tesla, I had no idea where this thing was going. It was a risk tolerance. And I had far more risk tolerance than most guys because when Tesla started to fall, most people pulled out. I didn't. I stayed in that stock. I held that stock for over 10 years. And it worked out really well for me because my risk tolerance is different. There are some women who are perfectly okay with being with a man. I got a cousin that was with her dude for 10 years. They had 2 kids, bought a house before they got married. The risk tolerance is different. However, this woman that we just watched this video on, her risk tolerance is different. She's not willing to stick it out. But this idea that as a man, you don't have to get to the bag. Listen, the moment you graduate high school, even it should have started before high school because I had a job in my junior, senior year. I lied to Blockbuster and told them I was older than what I was so I could work. This idea that as a man, we're not talking about getting to the money is crazy to me. At 24, I shouldn't have got no women. I wasn't making no money in the military. I was broke. I shouldn't have had no women. And women have to start looking at these men and telling them, you aren't where you're supposed to be for me. And if you're willing to take this risk and take on this potential thing, you have to understand that the consequences are much more severe for you than they are for him in the long run. Because if it doesn't work out, you have just gave up your youth and time, something you can never get back. We can never get back. I try to get all this money so that I can get what? Control of my time. It wasn't about the lifestyle. I just want to be in control of my time. I got tired of people telling me when I had to ask permission as a police officer to use the bathroom, y'all. I had to ask permission to use the bathroom. I got tired of it. So why are we doing all of this? As a man, your number one focus and priority until you get stable should be getting money. That's it. That's all. Then once you get the money, then you can go get the family.
Okay,
then you
can
go do all this other stuff.
That part I agree with. If you don't have your plan, you don't have any idea how to work said plan, or you haven't started working said plan, if you started working said plan, you don't have any results yet, because I mean results come in stages. Y'all play Monopoly. Y'all know how this go. So yeah, you shouldn't be worrying about getting women. But again, women, since y'all claim y'all got all these standards and requirements, he got a point. If these dudes ain't meeting your standards and your why are they getting pussy? I mean, up until this point, he was talking. I ain't agree. Now we back to some shit I can agree with. Cause yeah, but Kevin Samuels talked about this. If you busy, you know what I'm saying, trying to get your shit together, you ain't got time to be entertaining women anyway. So you out here, you know what I'm saying, getting your roster together. How serious are you about getting your shit together? What's happening, VB?
Yeah, I just had to come up because I heard lies detected. And
you heard
I tend to hear things other people don't hear. So the lie I just heard in his statement, I don't know what the dude name is talking, but he said his junior and senior year, he had to lie to get a job. Why? You're 16, 17 years old. You're eligible to work. 14 and 15, you need your working papers in most states. Unless you're doing farm work. But like if you want to work at McDonald's, get your working papers at 14, 15. So why did you have to lie to get a job at 16, 17? I don't understand that. But usually when people lying, they tell too much. They talk too much and they add stuff in that don't need to be added in. I can't tell you how many times me and Death Note been on a panel or something in a chat and we just picking up on it. Like, what are you talking about? If your story is legitimate, you don't need to exaggerate. That's my 2 cents so far. Now, I'm not against the advice you giving your daughter, but basically what you're saying is your daughter needs to date somebody older. Say that. Because men her age, if she's under at a certain age, more than likely men her age are not going to be financially where they need to be. I just had the same conversation with my daughter Imagine a couple of weeks ago. I told her, she's 22. The men you need to be dealing with are not in your age group 99% of the time. So you need to be looking towards older. I mean, any father should, that's just numbers. And the reason you tell your daughter that is because men don't make money early on. They don't make money until later. And the money that we're talking about, when they get to around 40 years old, we're only talking about $50,000 a year. We're not talking about 100. So what do you think 20-year-old men are making, or 18-year-old men are making? And where are they living in today's world? Because today's world is different from what it was 30 years ago. Where's the 18-year-old man going to be living while he's building up his money? Most of his money today is going straight into survival. It's a different economy. So if he ain't living at home or partnered up with a couple of roommates, he ain't really going to be in no position to save no money. But we got to get realistic about the economy.
Okay.
Unless I'm wrong.
No. Hey, Prime,
and I got
how are you?
kids in this age group right now. And 2 more to come. So I'm looking at the economy and comparing it. I can't hold my son to my standard at me at the same age. It was a different world 30 years ago. A much different world.
You ain't lying, child.
These boys got it rough today. They can't even get an apartment by themselves, working a regular job. I mean, look at Charlotte, for example. The average apartment is $1,700 a month for a 1 bedroom. And so what 18-year-old is coming out the door making $50,000 a year to qualify for that? I'll wait. So these old ninjas or these they not I mean, I don't even know if I'm gonna call them all old, but they're older. Gen X and baby boomer talk. They're not being realistic for what's going on in today's world. They're just not being realistic. And in fact, I remember when I came out, all of these guys that are supposedly in my age group, they wasn't doing what I was doing, and I was making good money. They wasn't making the same kind of money I was making. I was an area supervisor with McDonald's at 18 years old. I was making $46,000 a year. That was great money at that time. And my friends, my colleagues, they weren't making what I was making. I was unusual. So for these dudes to be talking this get to the bad shit, they sound like women. And anytime men use female talking points or verbiage, I question their manhood. Get to the bag is female talk. What men get paid in bags? Strippers get paid in bags. The fuck are we talking about? How much is broke? I want to know the dollar amount. What dollar amount? Please, somebody put it in the chat. What dollar amount is broke?
I don't know. I guess if we're gonna go by what Trey talking about, $50,000 is broke.
How much?
50,000.
50?
Yeah.
So that knocks out the majority of black men and the majority of white men right there.
Yep.
So does that don't even make sense? That's ignorant. And then once you adjust, especially now, if he's in New York or something, that 50,000 in New York ain't 50,000 in Atlanta, Chicago, Dallas, and Houston. You gotta adjust for cost of living. New York is very inflated. And these people from New York don't seem to realize that they money don't mean what they think it means. It sound cute, but their buying power and what they actually bring home, they ain't bringing home nothing.
True.
I shared that article with you about a month ago, and it was comparing $100,000 in New York to to the top 19 cities, and they adjusted for cost of inflation. Your best cities, 7 of them was in Texas. Because of Texas is preferable tax rates. Atlanta was good, Charlotte was good. So you keeping like $86,000 of your 100 in Atlanta and Charlotte and Texas. But in New York, you only bringing home like 36,000 of that 100.
That.
That's a $50,000 difference.
It is.
And most of these people live in New York. They don't own shit. They don't own no property. They don't own their cars. They just paying high rent and high taxes and high everything else. Hell, I know people in New York can't even afford to buy gas in New York. They drive through the tunnel and get gas in Jersey City. They drive through the Holland because they can't afford to buy gas in New York. Just stop lying, man.
All right, let me get caught up on these comments. What was that? Blaze says, for me, I work, I'm gonna say for a long time, 40 hours was light work. I was working 2 full-time jobs, working in 70, sometimes 80 hours a week, but I was a caregiver for my mother and helping my grandmother. Child, that's a lot. Prime, hey. He also says, that shit nearly killed me, falling asleep at the wheel, schedules overlapping, etc. Even my doctor said I needed to reduce my hours or quit one altogether. That shit will weigh you down after a while. Exactly. Okay, Prime. So the subject is what is average for a black man? So I came by that because I was on panel on Black Men Unfiltered, and that was a topic of conversation. Basically, we were reviewing this video where this lady said this man gave her everything she needed, but she broke up with him because he was broke. Now I might do a video where I actually play that video because I felt like that it was a bunch of bullshit, and she ain't told me a damn thing about, you know what I'm saying, what went on in the course of the relationship. But anyway, that's here or there. So two of the panelists get into it about what is the average man, and if you're an average man, are you weak? And some thoughts back and forth about blue collar workers. And it got a little heated, so we taking a peek. What you say? My father bought his first house at 28 and found my mother. Okay. Blaze says there's nothing wrong with going above and beyond and working overtime, but you have to be careful not to burn yourself out like I did. I know that's right. Child, not with the Crown Royal bag. Child.
And working overtime is really not the answer, because you could work yourself into a different tax bracket and you end up just paying more taxes and not getting the benefit dollar for dollar of what your overtime money was paying.
This is true. So you got to pay attention.
So I mean,
So Blaze said
it depends
also
on the
depends on the person,
you know,
and the cost of living where they live. So he was agreeing with you, V Ben. Hey Dwayne, you talking about I can only listen. I'm a Dusty. Oh, okay, I got you. Process all of these YouTube talking points are useless. I agree. Hello, Culture Invasion. How are you? Hi. Welcome. I'm gonna go ahead and hit play on the video because, like I said, we ain't gonna be doing this all night. We might have to break this up into pieces, but we'll see.
But we live in a day and time, and it's probably because most of them come from single moms, that they were being told that it's about following your passion and you should be able to go get a skill, get a trade. If you're going to college for science, technology, engineering, and math, fine. Get to the money, get established, get stable, then go build your family. There's steps to this process. And a lot of guys, if you're like me, we fuck this process up. And we're paying the price. I pay the price every month. I guarantee you I pay the price every month because I fuck this process up. And we're not teaching the young men how to do this properly. Number one, money. Then you can get to everything else.
Appreciate it. RBN,
are we only talking about for the upper echelon here? Because again, if we're talking about 10%,
we got men across the spectrum.
No, I'm saying if 10% of men are making 100K or whatever, if the women are like, go after the guys who have the money, you have all these women. Most women are not going to get these upper echelon men, so they're going to have to come to a point to say, what's the best I can get.
Hold on.
I mean, if you're, like you said, if you're 8, 9, or 10, you can play in those arenas where these high-earning men are, right? But there's not a lot of them, and I would encourage men to. You need to be more. You need to raise the bar from 10% to 15 or whatever it is. But most guys are not in that category. So most people are average. So that it seems like what you're saying, Trey. Again, I'm not disagreeing with it, theoretically, but most people are average at best. So what do those people do? And that's the majority of people. That's the bell curve.
How about we just stop trying to be average? How about we strive to be something better? How about stop being try to be something better than average? How about we stop settling for mediocrity in our
Trey? Hold on a minute, man. Hold on a minute.
I'm not listening to people.
Hold on a fucking minute, man. I'm not listening to people who are okay with mediocrity. We gotta stop this bullshit, man.
If you're overweight, you're settling for mediocrity. If you don't read a book at least once a month, you're settling for mediocrity. I'm not listening to y'all. Like, I'm done with this. The black community has suffered for decades because motherfuckers are lazy and don't want to work. They don't want to put in the work. How are you single with no kids and you working less than 60 hours a week? Make it make sense to me.
Trey, you out here with the same fucking mindset that some of these women got, and that is
bullshit. This has nothing to do with the fucking
let me
women.
finish,
That's
Trey.
The problem. No,
Trey, let me finish.
You're not gonna make an incendiary comment like that and think I'm not gonna respond.
Absolutely not.
You want to call me a fucking woman? You want to say that I'm gonna come right back at you about this shit. No, fuck that. Stop telling these grown ass men to stop being weak. Get to the bag. Nothing else matters. I don't give a fuck what your age is. There. Nothing else matters. And motherfuckers like you.
All right.
Ain't that, and I hadn't heard it before. This is my first time hearing it. Ain't that what I said? Female talking points. And TJ said exactly what I said. He picked up on it. He sounds like a fucking bitch talking his female talking points. I'm sorry. Oh, why don't we? Average is average. That's the majority. Always going to have that. That number is $45,000 a year. You're not going to double that. There's nowhere in history any group of men have doubled the average. It's never happened. And let alone, we're not even talking about inflation, buying power, cost of living. This is a person who doesn't understand economics. So I call cap on this bullshit that he made all of this money. This nigga don't know money. Get to the bag ain't what people who make money say. That's what fucking bitch ass niggas and strippers say. And I'm like TJ. I'm siding with TJ on this. That shit pisses me off. Because you giving people bad advice. Oh, go get a skill. How? Where? From who? On one hand, you saying, oh, most people is raised by these single mothers. So where are they getting these skills from? Science, technology, engineering, and math. Because you heard fucking Kevin Samuels talk about it. All they doing is regurgitating talking points. You start studying for science, technology, engineering, and math in fucking elementary school. Those kids that you competing with from other countries, they're groomed from an early age to operate in those fields.
Mm-hmm.
But you want black men at 18 to just catch up? There's no statistics, there's no citation that shows any percentage of black men or men, period, can do that. Because now you're moving into a realm, we ain't even just talking about black people. We talking about the majority of white men. And they got resources in the white community, and they can't do it. Let's get fucking real. And then he ain't even letting CJ talk. He cutting him off.
Yeah, we gonna
That's
get into that.
bitch shit. That's what females do. I'm sorry, I went off on a tangent.
It's all right, because this is why we having a conversation. Because again, I'm like you got your money through investing.
Where did he get the money?
But we gonna get into what he was doing before that. But yeah, you gotta. Yeah, Where
did this surplus of money come from that he was able to invest? 90% of only, what is it?
There's nothing wrong with being average.
90% of Americans don't have any money in the stock market. 90% They just said this the other day on the news. So where'd you get the money from? A PPP loan and you got lucky and hit a lick? That ain't skill. You might as well hit the lottery.
We gonna get into that. So yeah, Blaze, not everyone can be a millionaire. These is facts. Culture Invasion said, yeah, dude's approach is a little off. It's a whole damn listen, CIP. Yeah, when I tell listen, yeah, it was a whole panel. We was on there like, yeah.
And we gotta stop
90% because in order for you to invest, you got to have something to invest. Child, folks out here doing bad. So yeah, all this lackadaisical, just go get some money shit. That ain't how it works. You can't just go find no $100,000 job here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Trust me, I done had
do it in New York City. They lie so much.
And 80% of these motherfuckers around here talking about they getting 6 figures, got 2 and 3 damn jobs to get it. I ain't trying to do all that.
They ain't doing it. I got family in New York. I'm from Jersey. They not making that money. That's
I'm talking about folks who like when you pull it, who you know what I'm saying, who get it, but when you really get down to the meat of it, they got 2 and 3 damn jobs. They ain't getting that shit off one W-2.
Even I'm not trying to go that route. Jobs, they're not doing it.
I mean, but there's some who are. So them the ones I'm talking about.
Very few.
I understand that, but those that's my point. The shit it's not happening in great numbers.
Like it's a large percentage.
Some is like a few.
We gotta stop saying million. Well, everybody can't be a millionaire. We talk about people ain't making 50,000.
But I'm saying, but he's saying you didn't see. Blaze saw the whole thing just like I saw the whole thing in real time. So this is why he's saying some of what he's saying, because this is what this nigga gonna say. We've seen it. We know what he gonna say.
Well, I'm responding to what we just heard just now.
Yeah. Listen, Culture, that shit was it got real out of control. Real out of control. I mean, I was thoroughly entertained. I was thoroughly, because I was like, if y'all really gonna meet up and fight, damn it, I'm coming too. I was gonna see that live and in person. I promise y'all.
Bitch niggas ain't gonna fight. Stop.
I promise you, I was gonna be there for that shit.
Ain't neither one of them got no fight in them.
Yeah, we was entertained like a month. Blaze, we was entertained. What happened? He said, I'm out here living average because I split my check and invest, and I didn't start till later in life. I mean, right. 2 jobs and doing live for a living. This is what I'm saying. Hell, it took till I was in my 40s to hit my stride.
For black people, as of today, is $48,000 a year.
So according to Trey, that $48,000 a year, you weak as fuck and you ain't shit, and don't come fucking talk to him about nothing. He don't want to hear it.
Well, he's a fuckboy.
So I'm finna press play because again, we you ain't seen it. We seen this shit. Hold on.
Right, but what I'm talking about right now is household income, which none of these niggas ever talk about. I ain't even talking about black men. I'm talking about household. The whole house.
Hang on, wait a minute. What you say? You're not a fan per se. Okay. Yeah, Trey was out of order. Trey was all kind of out of order. So Culture Invasion. So it was. I mean, well, you see everybody. So you know what I'm saying. It was me, Real Bravado, Grace, Take Heat. Like I have a wrench on. Let's see, she doesn't have a channel. I ain't got one on Trey channel. Yeah, everybody else who wanted, so I was jumping back and forth between the chats. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do my thing, and everybody was like, "Trey on some bullshit. Trey on some bullshit." That was like, "Put the mute on Trey. Mute that nigga Mike. He ain't talk about shit. That's fucked up." Like yeah. There was like everybody. Yeah, folks was going off. They weren't feeling it.
I commend TJ for trying to shut that shit down. Because we want many to do that. Anytime
let me I'm finna play
we need to shut that shit down right then and there.
We was all cutting up because especially like Cause I really couldn't, get it until, cause it's the point in this where I go in the back chat. That's when I was back there fucking rolling. But I'm gonna go ahead and play this because it's about to get real.
Who give them an excuse? That's the problem. We got grown men telling young boys, "Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You got time.
Look.
You got time.
Y'all see me,
Most
right?
guys don't make millions of dollars until they're 50 years old. Blah, blah, blah. No, your focus should be square. Stability. How the fuck you got a family and you ain't stable? This woman described an unstable man, 2 kids, $50 a month. Ridiculous. He shouldn't be dating nobody.
And I don't believe that shit. That shit was cap.
I'll work with you.
Pause.
Just drive a piece of her that night.
That shit was cap like a motherfucker. That's
now,
the story.
I listened to that part where that girl was talking, and I'm calling bullshit on what she was saying.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
First of all, she claimed both of them was broke. So where was he living? Who house was they living in?
She said he was staying in her house.
But she was broke too. So she had money to get out.
That's what she said. So yeah, I mean, we that's why I said you was like, I said it was bullshit. I said I had questions. Everybody was like, I mean, yeah, that shit do.
And that's why that question always comes up. What is broke? Now, the guy was getting $100 allowance. Was he feeding himself with that $100?
Yeah, because if he told her how to cook, where was the grocery coming from?
How did she know that's all he had coming in?
That's why I said I had questions.
Shot her L.
That's why I said I had questions.
Yeah, so it's too much bullshit that she said that don't add up. So for him to take it and run with it, the man got 2 kids and he shouldn't be trying to be with nobody. You don't know what that man's financial situation was. Neither do she. Neither does she. She's speculating.
I was like, this some bullshit. But yeah, let me go ahead and hit play because he finna say some more stupid shit.
She was willing to work with this clown. He shouldn't be able to touch a woman. He should have to walk around like this. Don't even look at women. Only thing you can look at is a motherfucking job. That's it. Weak men. The women are empowered because the men are weak.
Hold up. What y'all think about that? Wait, before he start cooking. What y'all think about that? Women are empowered because men are weak. Any truth to that?
Not in the context that he's trying to use it in.
Okay.
Just saying that statement could mean a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
Women have been empowered because men have been politically weak. They've been socially weak. Yes, women have gotten empowered because of that. But it ain't just black women. White women got empowered too. So again, what are we talking about? Some men, they just want to be able to call another man weak. Or they just want to be able to talk shit to another man. That's that mama trauma or that daddy trauma. And they think it makes them look big by tearing down another man. So I told you before, men judge each other based on their accomplishments, not by them tearing down other men. So instead of him being on here telling younger men how to do what he did, since he supposedly got accomplishments, he's tearing other men down every other word.
Yep. Oh yeah, TJ gonna get into that shit.
I don't hear no solutions. All I hear is just female talk coming from a man.
He gonna get into that. Trust what I tell. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hit play because he gonna get in all of that.
No, I know. I want because I want this motherfucker to get it all the way out. Because I'm the motherfucker over here. So I want this motherfucker to go ahead and get it all the way out of his system.
If motherfucker hurt your feelings, you need to grow up.
Oh, it did hurt, nigga. A motherfucker can't hurt my feelings.
Great, then get off of it. And make your point. If it didn't hurt your fucking feelings, get off of it and make your fucking point.
Apparently,
motherfucker.
Females do this right here.
Make your point then.
Say what?
Try to overtalk the other man. That's what women do. Because I'm not trying to reason with you. I'm just trying to win the argument at any cost. That's how females argue. Again, at this point, and if this was happening in person, somebody should have got punched in their fucking mouth.
Yo,
that's
y'all,
how.
Wait, hold up. Y'all see how I'm looking, right? Where this shit at? I need y'all to see this. Listen, y'all see this shit? Like, I'm like, here we go. This shit out of order. Like,
yeah. This is effeminate behavior, and effeminate means not manly. That's the definition of effeminate. Not manly. This ain't manly behavior. Because men understand if they was talking in person, somebody would have got punched in their mouth.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna let a little bit more roll because we ain't even in it yet.
If it didn't hurt your feelings.
Get it out, Trey.
Weak ass, soft ass niggas, man. And we giving this shit to the youngins.
Get it out,
why
Trey.
they can't get the shit figured out. Because the older niggas are soft.
Get it out, Trey. Exercise your demons, bro.
I did work my ass through engineering school. I don't know, man. That shit, man, being the only black guy in the department, I didn't feel that soft at the time. But now the Trey beat the shit out of me. Yeah, I'm soft as a motherfucker, man.
Well, no, because Trey don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Because here's the thing. Back to his original point of saying that brothers need to be what I disagree with was talking about an average brother is somehow mediocrity. If every brother out here goes out and earns $100,000, guess what everybody becomes then? Average. Average does not necessarily mean that you're suffering in fucking mediocrity, Trey. You are a fucking police officer. That was not average. Even though your fucking pay was average, what the fuck you was doing as a man, what you decided to do, putting your life on the line, that shit wasn't fucking average. There are niggas out here doing the community building, and because they only make $60,000 or $70,000 a year, that don't make them somehow mediocre. So we sit up here, our women sit up here and shit on motherfuckers making $50,000, $60,000 a year when they're not attaching that to a goddamn trade, like a teacher, a firefighter, a police officer, electrician. Those motherfuckers are not fucking mediocre. They're not low-level dudes. While I agree with you that we need to earn as much capital as we can, we got to be fucking careful about the fact that we're just saying that average is somehow weak or somehow beneath or not making the mark. Average is not that. You got at least one woman on the panel whose husband makes average fucking money and she calls him a king because he is. And I'm not telling no young motherfucker to sit around on his ass and be in his mama's house until he's 40 fucking years old. So we're gonna have these goddamn conversations. Let's be careful how we talk. And ain't
all right. We'll stop right there. What you think about that, V?
I mean, I agree 100% with what TJ just said. 100%. He's absolutely right.
We say we don't need lazy, we need average. Exactly. So,
with one exception, he said something about 50, 60,000, 70,000. First of all, average is 45. We got to be clear on that when adjusted for inflation. So a motherfucker that's making 60 and 70 is well above average. He's well above average. The average white man is only making 52.
He gonna get there.
The average white household is making 79. So if you got a black man by himself making 70, he's making almost what a white household is doing, I would say he's exceptional.
He gonna get there. You get a minute. He gonna get there. First pause, because he gonna get there.
Nothing weak about that, motherfucker.
If you're, let me say this: as a police officer, I never made more than $75,000. Never. That my base salary when I joined. My base salary when I joined the police department was $55,000.
And you weren't an average dude.
What do you think? How much money do you think I made after taxes, Medicare, and I have a child?
I understand.
How much money do you think I had?
Well, he just
no, you know what I did?
Trey, he just proved my point. He's a fucking police officer, I'm assuming, in New York City. And he said, I ain't never made more than $70,000. $70,000 in New York City. Now let's do cost of inflation for the rest of the country. He wasn't making no fucking money. He was actually below average. Cops in here in Charlotte ain't making $70,000 a year.
They damn sure ain't.
Cops in Atlanta ain't making $70,000 a year. Unless maybe the ones that been on the job 20 years. But not no, what'd he say, 24-year-old? Ain't no 24-year-old cop making $70,000 a year. So we don't know what money is. So as a cop, he was able to save up enough money to invest. I call bullshit. Bullshit.
Okay.
All he doing is repeating talking points he done heard here on the Manosphere. And he used to people not challenging him. And then TJ challenged him. And that's where the emotions come out.
Okay.
And the other men on this panel ain't saying shit.
Well, nobody's saying nothing. We was like, fuck that. We gonna let this shit
but
ride.
I expect men to say something. Like, bro, you out of pocket. That ain't true.
That's good. Yeah. I'm gonna continue on because it. Well, let me ask you this. So, in your, you know what I'm saying, going to different, you know what I'm saying, platforms and being on different panels and all that, have you heard men with Trey's same viewpoint?
Yeah, I hear it all the time. In that fucking, I've been hearing it before the internet. Niggas lie. I've been telling you personally, niggas, especially New Yorkers, they lie right off the rip about how much money they make. We can go right on Glassdoor, or you could go on Glassdoor right now and see what different salaries people make in New York. We can see it. We can look this information up. This is why everybody been fleeing New York and coming down south for a better quality of life. Because they tired of that high-ass rent and not owning nothing.
And then they come down here and they still don't have no concept of money and come down here and get fucked up.
Exactly. Because they come down here with the thought that, oh, cost of living is so much cheaper. Like they concept of money and what people make around this country is distorted. New York is different from everywhere else in the country. Everything is overinflated up there. Even when you go from New York to New Jersey, it's crazy. But a first-year police officer, or, you know, you can look that shit up on Glassdoor on the internet in New York City. It ain't no $70,000 a year. Call center workers in New York don't make big money. They make the same money as we make down here, damn near.
Wow, what he say? Glassdoor hit my wage range right on the nose. Yep.
So we got to stop lying. And that's what TJ was trying to get at. But that's why the nigga TJ got triggered by the motherfucker talk, you know. But dudes like that, they say words like that to trigger you. So you can not focus on the facts or the content of what they're actually saying.
Okay. I don't know, but now I have to, you know what I'm saying, I'll personal shit aside. I have to give, you know what I'm saying, TJ his redirect game was on point. So we gonna get into that.
Oh, he was on point tonight. I ain't got no problem.
The way he redirect that shit. Yeah.
And he said it like you can't tell a dude that's a teacher he ain't shit. You can't tell a dude that's an electrician he ain't shit. Those are above average guys.
Mm-hmm. Listen, yeah, the redirect game was on point. But you gotta see how Trey try to get this shit back off track. But hold on.
You know what I did that wasn't average? I sat my motherfucking ass down on Fridays and Saturday nights, and I read books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I read books so I could learn. You got a bunch of young motherfuckers out here that are lazy and are partying on weekends. Boy. And the reason why they're doing it is because grown men are telling them, you got time. And this isn't average. Yes, motherfucker, $40,000, $50,000 is average. And as far as I'm concerned, your average ass can't date my fucking daughter. Don't bring your average ass around my family because I don't want it. I want the best for my child.
And no one is saying that.
$50,000 a year ass
you
ain't
being
the
a
best.
cop making $70K a year, man, that is some good brother shit. Not everybody, and just because a motherfucker can't earn what I earn or get what you get, that don't make those brothers less than.
Stop making excuses for weak niggas. Stop making excuses.
Trey, so your fellow police officer brethren that you left behind, you saying all of them motherfuckers are weak niggas.
I'm saying if they're not getting to the bag outside,
yep, you are. We're done.
Okay,
Trey,
that's
being
fine.
Crazy tonight.
I'll answer the question though.
Trey,
if they aren't getting to the bag, which most of them are, by the way, because most of the police officers have second jobs. They have part-time jobs. They are real estate agents. They're real estate investors. That's the part y'all don't know about a lot of these officers. They have extra jobs on the side to make more money. They are getting to the work. I know guys that will go work 10, 12-hour shifts and then go work another 10-hour shift doing security for an apartment building, getting to the money. Tired as hell. We taking turns sleeping on duty because they tired. The fact of the matter is you got a bunch of young motherfuckers out here. If you're working less than 60 hours a week and you ain't got no kids, you are fucking pathetic. Get to the bag. Get to work. I don't understand how you are under 30 with no kids and you working 30 hours a week. That's ridiculous.
I don't think you're hearing, Trey. I don't think you can hear it. I don't think you're hearing. Because no one is saying that if you are a fella with no children and you are in your 20s to early 30s, that you shouldn't be doing a lot more for yourself other than just sitting around wasting time. No one is disagreeing with you on that. But let's not sit there and pretend like a guy who chose to do what you left for a living, for a career, that somehow that guy is weak, or a guy that's got to go teach your daughter in the school system that motherfucker is weak.
If that's all he's doing, he's weak.
No, that is not weak, Trey.
If $44,000, if $50,000 is enough for him, that shit is weak.
If you think a fucking teacher,
I'm saying, listen, I'm saying you can clip it, black man. Clip it. If you're a black man and you are comfortable with making $50,000 a year, you are a weak ass, punk ass motherfucker. You need to get to the money. I'm saying it. You can come for me. I don't care. I'm telling you, you're weak as fuck. $50,000 is not enough. And especially when you live in the United States of America with all this opportunity.
He's trying to make everything about money. If somebody is a teacher, they can't go work another job. They got lesson plans to do. They're doing after school work. They're doing all kind. A teacher don't have that kind of time. Even a single teacher with no kids. So that's just a lack of understanding for him. Yeah, cops always have side jobs where they're doing security guard work. because they ain't doing shit but sitting in their car asleep anyway.
Right.
But everybody don't have the opportunity to do that depending on their career. So again, I mean, he's just showing his lack of understanding. And then he talk about they real estate agents. Everybody's a fucking real estate agent in New York, in New Jersey, and they ain't selling shit because ain't nobody buying no houses and property up there unless you buy $1 million condos or something. And the average police officer ain't selling $1 million condos part time. Otherwise, he wouldn't even be a cop no more. I mean, again, this is his lack of understanding of what it really takes to function in the society. A firefighter can't necessarily work a second job. They got to be on call. They got training. They got all kind of things. They do EMT work. Them guys can't just go work another job.
Not at all.
So we got to start being realistic. How your chat looking?
We good.
I didn't know how many people was in it.
Oh yeah, we good. Got that same core.
Oh, it was higher than that earlier. When I left the chat, it was like 10 people.
Yeah, we still around there.
Yeah, people just lie. I mean, it's too much bullshit. We got to start calling bunk on this shit. The numbers ain't lying. And that's where they run it. That's where their logic runs short, because you can't argue with the math.
Yeah, because he said men who do physical labor be worn out. Dude has no perspective. Said he used to do construction in the past life. Yeah, ain't nobody got time.
Yeah, construction worker, they got to get a certain amount of sleep. Truck drivers, they got to get a certain amount of sleep. Otherwise, they put other people in danger.
Exactly.
Ooh. But I mean, again, whoever said that no perspective is exactly right. He don't have no perspective. And then he gonna talk about some books. It's the same books they've been pushing in multi-level marketing circles since I was a kid. Napoleon Hill and Rich Dad Poor Dad. Even Donald Trump's The Art of the Sale, the Art of the Deal, and Tom Hopkins, How to Master the Art of Selling. The average American reads less than one book a year. The average American. So he got a book, somebody slid him, and he thinks he's an expert now. I read these books when I was a fucking kid. Napoleon Hill ain't changed no nigga life.
Damn.
Just be fucking real about it. You don't read the book and go, "Oh, I got it now. I'm gonna go get the bag." It don't work that way.
Okay. What he say?
Truck drivers is complaining because right now wages is down. They're not getting the cost per mile that they need to get. They're complaining, and they've been complaining since last year. I've seen a couple of streams where they've been talking about it already this year. How January is starting out the same as last year.
Damn.
So what the fuck are we talking about? And being a truck driver is a legitimate way to make $100,000 a year.
Yep.
That's a legitimate shit. But it's just lies, man. And not understanding.
Trade hard on your body. Damn, says go to average. Okay. This fool talking about something. I ain't gonna drag a kid, but he do got a big ass head. I ain't doing this tonight.
Say what?
I'm Culture Innovation talking about I ain't gonna drag kid, but he do got a big ass head. I'm not doing this tonight. I ain't doing this. I'm not. Yeah. I'm gonna hit play.
Opportunity here. I said this before. If you're a 40-year-old man and you don't have a net worth of $250,000, You are a punk ass, weak ass motherfucker.
Hold it. So 40-year-old men supposed to be walking around with 250 cash.
Well, what he said is net worth, so that's tricky talk. That basically means you own the average house in America. That's where most of your net worth is coming from, and it takes a lifetime to build up to that level to have equity in your house. That means you started with a house around $100,000 and you built up your equity over a lifetime. That's how you get to that. But that ain't no average single man. It takes a family, a wife, a husband and a wife to build that kind of equity in the house, or used to. So he's just talking to be talking. He has no citations or examples of any group of men, regardless of race, who've done this shit or are doing it successfully. White men ain't even doing what he's talking about. That's why every time the government shuts down, you see damn airline pilots standing in soup lines. Because everybody is just hanging on. Ain't nobody prospering, especially in Biden's economy. Ain't nobody prospering right now.
These is facts.
Hell, the Mexicans are proving that. That's why they getting universal income when they come into these cities, because it ain't no work for them, and them motherfuckers is hard workers. All they do is look for work, and it ain't none. So that's why the government of New York is giving them $3,000 a month. They was just complaining about that shit on the news today.
Oh, damn.
They giving them $3,000 a month and $1,000
on them prepaid credit card shit. Yeah, I heard about that.
Computers and free clothes.
They getting everything.
Yeah, so the hardest working motherfuckers to come over here lately, they can't do it. They can't get to the bag because it ain't no. It's fucking ridiculous.
Okay, let me get to these comments. What Culture Base talking about his baby mama mad at him for that head shape. That baby messed her coochie up coming out. Wow. Alex said, I'm 36 and nowhere near that, but I'm climbing. Do your thing, bruh. Do your thing. Culture Invasion say my job lost 23% in profits last year. Yeah, if it's child's hard out here for a pimp. He say it's a numbers game, but loss has to balance somehow. Facts. Just got through doing my homework on that bullshit. But anyway,
we just came out of a pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
We just came out of after the pandemic, teetering on a recession. What the fuck is he talking about?
We wasn't teetering on shit. We was in
if people had all of this money, it would have been no need for stimulus checks, PPP loans.
That part.
In New York, ain't full of nothing but scammers. They scam each other and lie to each other and make it seem like they balling because they can buy some name brand Gucci shit or whatever. Don't nobody else operate like that outside of New York. But we ain't impressed.
There's some folks that said, well, yeah, they be impressed. But I'm gonna play a couple more minutes and then we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna do a part 2. We're gonna do a part 2. Because yeah, we're gonna do a part 2.
What are you doing?
Trey, there are brothers out here who are the guy that came out to do some work on my the guy that came out to do work on my house today. This dude, he probably, because he's a self-proprietary business, he probably grosses about 110 based on rough estimates, but after taxes, he's clearing 50 a year. He's not a weak man. A weak man is the man who won't get up and do nothing. The weak man who won't get up and go do the extra stuff. A weak man is not a man who decides to become an educator or decides to become an electrician or engineer or anything like this. That is not a weak man, Trey. A dollar amount does not make a man weak. What makes
we're gonna stop right there. Let me write that down. That's where we're gonna start. Yeah, because what makes
yeah, that's
a man
a good
weak?
point he brought up too. You know, one of the reasons you start an LLC and you got money coming in, you don't pay yourself a high salary. You're doing it so you reduce your tax bill.
Right.
And these niggas don't understand business and labor. You don't want your labor to be but a certain percentage of your overall business cost or gross. So if you paying yourself $100,000 a year, do you know how much you got to say? You really saying your business is grossing?
Right.
We know that ain't true. We know that ain't true. So hell, if I wanted to hide some money, I keep most of my money in the business in the LLC and pay myself like a $40,000-$50,000 a year salary too.
Right.
To lower my income taxes.
Exactly.
That's the smart thing to do. That's why a lot of these CEOs, they take stock options instead of cash benefits.
Exactly.
And they take other benefit, other compensation. But again, niggas who just get a little bit of money, new money, they don't know shit. The first thing I would have did if I got some money was got the fuck out of New York. Because your income tax alone is gonna eat your ass up in New York. Property tax is gonna eat you the fuck up. Car insurance. I'd have got the fuck out of New York. I'd have did what the old mobsters used to do. Get the fuck out of New York. They used to say, mobsters don't die, they just get fat and move to Miami.
Mm-hmm.
That's the fuck I'd have did. Move to Miami. You can always take a flight back to New York to handle your business. But your primary residence, put that shit in the South. South Carolina, all of these cheap ass states. South Carolina, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, man, Texas. That's probably where I really would have went. Texas.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have got the fuck out of New York. But like I said, ninjas talk too much and too long, and they show how little they know and how ignorant they are. Rich people don't be arguing about who made the most. They be trying to see who paid the least taxes.
Hell yeah, so they can get some tips.
That's the fuck they do. Here's a book for his ass. How to pay zero taxes. It comes out every year. Every year it comes out. I've been buying that book since I was in my teens. Because I wanted to maximize how much money I had coming in. Because when I had them big checks coming in, I remember the first one I got, I was working for Pulliam Ford, and my first big commission check was like $20,000 that month. And when I actually got the check, I was like, the fuck is this?
Mm.
And all of the older guys is laughing at me like, oh, you thought you was getting that whole 20? I'm like, yeah, actually I did. Now you got to pay taxes, brother. And then one of the old ones, Jeff Bowers, pulled me to the side and said, you need to buy this book every year. It's going to teach you how to keep more of your money. And one of the ideas or one of the suggestions the author made was to get certified by the IRS to do your own taxes. That's when I started doing taxes.
Okay.
And then I started doing it for other people. These niggas just be talking shit, man. And it gets on my fucking nerves. I see why TJ was pissed off. Because you claim you about men, especially black men, and you an advocate for men, but all you doing is talking shit and trying to tear men down and not offer any solutions. Right. And offer a bunch of bullshit female talking points that have been going on since the fucking 80s. All you gotta do is go back. Hell, Coach did that today. He played some of them talk shows from the 80s. Same exact talking points. And you had the punk ass ninja hosting the damn talk show, letting the women just bash men and say all the unrealistic shit. That went on from and started in the 70s and didn't really end to the early 2000s. Damn year, 30 years of that shit we had to deal with on TV. Let me stop talking, man. My voice about to get hoarse, man.
I know. And on that, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up, guys. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Some of you repeat folks, you know what I'm saying, that was over in the original stream. I appreciate y'all coming up here to check out my my after show thoughts, but we will continue this tomorrow. Yeah, we're gonna blame Oprah. Oprah gave everybody an opinion, but some people just need to shut the fuck up. But that's, yeah, we're gonna blame Oprah for that. Thank you. I appreciate it. We gonna come back tomorrow. So I tell y'all, yeah, I'm gonna watch it again because I was mad entertained. I'm gonna see if I can get TJ to come on tomorrow and get some thoughts on this. If y'all get to him first, tell him to come on over. But I will see y'all tomorrow. I appreciate each and every one of y'all coming through. Love you all. Bye.